Hi, welcome back to your weekly podcast, Allegedly That Happened. I'm Drama Queen,
And I'm Sammy Lou.
and together we are Allegedly.
That happened.
And for this week's episode, we have a very special guest, Mama
Yes, we
Jones.
do. It's my mother, Mama Jones.
Hi
Also,
guys.
the second queen of drama on TikTok.
I don't know
I'll
if she's the
take that.
first
I
or
don't mind being the
second.
second.
I don't know if she. I
And
don't
we
even
now-
know if she's the first though either. Because guys, she is.
And we have a mascot now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, let's see the mascot. I know which. I know what. I know obviously because. Oh, look at that!
Oh,
Look at
that's
that!
brilliant.
Look at that ugly, disgusting thing.
Excuse me.
Alright, so
Don't talk about your
Jones-
mother like that.
Mama
That's
Jones,
not meant to represent you.
Mama Jones, into
Trigger warning, this episode discusses mental health issues. Listener discretion is advised.
introduce yourself.
Before we do, could we actually do a cheers? Could we do a cheers?
Wait,
Cheers,
you need to take the
guys.
label off. This is not paid.
Cheers to having one of the most hated people on TikTok, Mama
Oh,
Jones,
forget
as
that.
well as myself. Cheers! Ding 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 ding. Oh
Cheers.
wait, ding 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 ding. Now, I love you, Mum. Mom, ew, I love you, Mum. But we all know
You have to, though. You have to love me. I'm your mother.
Yeah, but I love you because you stir shit up, and you've always relentlessly protected me. Obviously, I'm drama queen.
Do
So-
I stir shit up? I don't think I
Hmm.
do. I think
I don't think you stir shit up. That's why I would like you to introduce yourself.
I think shit's thrown at me and I just answer back. I don't think I start it, but when people came for you, yeah, I'm going to protect you and I'm going to protect the nice people around you on TikTok.
Where
But not the
are they?
haters.
I think there's only one left, and that's Drama Queen. So
Oh, yeah, but Drama Queen's always been there for you,
always.
you know? So, but I just think people on TikTok, it's a very toxic environment. And I think if someone decides they don't like you, then they get their little minions together to go against you and do awful stuff. Sorry, you can edit all this out if you want,
No,
Drama
we won't
Queen.
edit
But
this out. This is exactly what I
I'm
was
sorry,
gonna-
this is,
This
I
is
only
good.
went onto TikTok to support Samantha. My husband did it as well. My son did it as well. And the backlash that we got from all of that, from people. Sorry.
Ooh, spilling the tea. I love it.
Well,
This is-
I'm
this
sorry,
is-
I'm
this
not
is
naming
exactly what-
names, but the people out there will know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, and the thing is, you got backlash, and when I started talking with Sam, we also got backlash. I'm like, right, don't put our
Yes.
names in your mouth, and please like on the podcast we don't fact check, but you before talking about someone, you should fact check because,
Yeah.
well, and some people don't get affected by comments, but some people do. We know there's like every year there's like more and more people committing,
Yeah,
Mhm.
well,
that's
yeah.
exactly.
That's the problem, though. You can't come at someone and say things like that and not, it's going to affect your mental health.
Mhm.
I've
You
been on
know-
TikTok since 2018. And let me tell you, since 2020, like end of 2020, start of 2021, let me tell you, TikTok became such a toxic place where you either make drama or hate on someone or you hated on. Well, I'm the drama queen, so I'm always stirring drama and getting hated on. I love it.
I just don't think TikTok is a really safe environment now because people seem to take it as a bullying platform,
So
Just-
and
with that
They do
being
it
said,
for
though,
money. It's for
I
the
do
money.
feel
it's for
bad.
the-
My mom didn't have a proper introduction, so she's answered the question, and we'll get back into that. But Mum, would you like to introduce yourself properly without me interrupting this time?
no, it's fine. I came onto TikTok to support my daughter. I am her mother. I am Mama Jones. I was once loved by everybody, and now nobody on there likes me. So
That is the truth of the matter.
I've
Unfortunately.
lived in Singapore for 19 years, and just recently, in the last 8 weeks, moved back to the UK.
to the cold weather.
to the
It's
cold.
actually really hot here, drama queen. I got up this morning to put a jumper on. It was
So
so
is the
cold,
tea.
and now it's like 26, 27 degrees here. It's really hot.
It's 41 degrees right now for me. So
Right.
Oh, he's in Portugal.
Oh, you're in Portugal though, drama queen. Come on.
Oh my god! But the
I
thing is, I'm
know.
not used to
So,
it here anymore.
but
But
something that
yeah,
I do want to say is I hope Drama Queen
it's
does
been
stay. I want to say that I hope Drama Queen does stay safe because there's some fires going on.
you've
And
got like
I had
forest
no
fires and
idea.
stuff.
I had no idea that that was happening until
Yeah, but
he
they're
told
not
me yesterday and showed me from a
they're not near-
distance. He can see some of the forest fires happening, and it's not. I didn't
It's
even
not near
know.
me. But the thing is, you could see the water planes walking, like flying
Oh,
over,
okay.
and you could see a bit of the smoke. But well, they're
It's
done
still
now.
not.
I
It's
just
still not
stay-
nice.
Stay safe, sweetheart.
oh well, I'm
Oh,
safe.
we'll make sure of it.
And just think, when you come back to England, you can come and see us in our home in Wales.
And I can come and visit very, very soon. Wink, wink.
Yeah,
because
well,
I'm
I
shut
don't
up,
know.
Sally.
I don't know if I'll let you in. I'll let drama queen in, but
Me? Sorry. My eyelash. I don't know. You'll
All
just
right,
see
so do
little
we?
bits of. Wait. You'll see me getting a tissue because
The more she
my.
talks, the more I'm like,
Okay,
I
fine.
have to edit that.
So
I have to edit
I
that.
will be
I have to
coming
edit-
soon, whether my mum likes it or not. Drama Queen's already picked a room in my mum's new home. Mum and
which
Dad's new
room do
home.
you want? You're not having my room, drama queen.
He wants the black and gold room, of course, because they're his colours.
Oh, that's okay. That's one of
Apparently, we need to
that's,
share a room.
that's the guest room. But I told you have to share a bed with Sam.
Well,
That's
she can
okay.
sleep in the floor. She can sleep in the floor.
I know. My mum would probably actually ask me to do that as well.
No, we
Drama
do.
Queen's the guest. Blah, blah,
No,
Well,
blah.
let's move on.
we do have a lovely big sofa, so you can sleep on that. It's black and gold.
Black and gold.
All right. So what do
So
you
for
want to talk
me,
about
I sleep
more?
on the sofa, but Drama Queen gets special treatment. Okay, obviously.
Should we move on from the sofa?
Yes,
Yeah.
we will. So
Yeah, I
I
think we
have a
should.
question. Okay. So
Okay.
before we leave the topic, I think we just get straight into the shit.
Because that's what this podcast is.
Because that's exactly what it is. And we have other topics to discuss, but
What
I
about
did want to focus on
all the jealous haters on TikTok? Okay.
Oh
Do that.
my
Oh my
god.
god,
She
I love
said it, not
this.
me.
Okay, so basically,
Sorry.
I did want to ask how my mum actually does feel, not just about TikTok though, about recently, because there's been a dip. Everyone's blocked me and my mother. Pretty much everyone that has been in my life in some capacity. And
I can still see some people on there, but I don't know. I don't go out on anymore. You know that.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. I'm going to say right now that the majority of people who have helped me and been supposedly there for me, fabricated friendships, we know all about that. It's just a stab in the back all the time. And I wanted to ask my mum how she feels about that, because if anyone has noticed, Mama Jones's name has not come up a single iota, only here and there liking every single thing that me and Drama Queen post, but that's it. And so basically they've made something that my mum enjoyed participating in lives with me turn to like absolute toxicity and bullshit, because they're disgusting human beings and they should be.
We were always being screen recorded.
Exactly. So my mum's now gone, and everyone says, "Oh, the more you hide away, the more guilty you are."
It wasn't even just being screen recorded. It was getting personal phone calls and messages from people as well.
Things about my past, my SH, and making fun of it and making fun of the things that are really harmful, the things that my mum and dad have supported me through most of my life, So I wanted to ask my mum how she feels about being on this, because I know she was scared to just show her face again, but she shouldn't.
It's not something that I do at my age, but I'm doing it to support you and Drama Queen. And
she's talking like she's super old, but well.
But also.
Yeah, it's true. She's talking like
Drama Queen. I'm only 91. Give me a come on.
No, but how do you feel about everything that has happened though? Because you've been like completely gone from it. now? How do you feel like reflecting on it? Do you think it's like
And going back because
I
you're
can
basically
honestly
going back.
say, so obviously with the time difference and everything, for me, when I was in Singapore, I would always wake up when TikTok was coming to life in the UK at that time of night. So I would go in
when
and
everyone was
listen.
drunk, basically? Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to make friends. But I have to say, moving back here, I mean, I only did it to support you anyway, but I have to say, moving back here and not being involved in it all, mentally, it makes me feel a lot better because of everything that happened, everything
Can we
that
get a
went
round of
down,
applause? Yeah.
and the bullying and the nastiness and the, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I think it's just vile. I'm sorry. TikTok should be
No.
somewhere to go and have a safe place.
Oh yes.
Do what you want to
Bang.
do. Be you. But if someone doesn't like you, scroll on by. You don't have to watch them. I'm
You
sorry.
don't have to comment. You don't have to comment.
You don't have to comment. You don't have to do anything. And I think this is the
No.
problem now. TikTok's become a very toxic place. And,
It's
it,
become
you
a
know,
place where during the week, same as my mum, I don't, unless it was for this podcast, and I feel passionately about giving people a fucking good place to speak honestly and openly,
And the
and
thing
then
is, people
not
want
be
a
torn
platform,
down.
so
And if
we're
it wasn't
giving
for
them a
this,
platform.
if it wasn't for
The thing
Drama
is,
Queen and I doing this, I don't know if
and the
I'd
thing is, all the
lose it.
haters want a platform, so we're giving them a platform. We're not saying their names, but well, they'll be probably accusing themselves.
Allegedly, it's allegedly giving them.
it's all, I mean, but you,
But the
if
thing is,
you're
get
not,
ready
you're not,
because
you're not naming people, so no one can come for you as long as you keep their names out of your mouth.
There are no
So,
names.
so
To name a name would be
yeah, no,
actually you would give
you don't name a name.
giving
So
them a spotlight, which is unfortunate because
and how do
I
you
think the
feel?
people that they do they conduct box meetings just to tear people down, which is disgusting and vile, and you should go and really think about your life, and you know who you are. Suck
Mama
it.
yeah, they
Jones,
all know
how
who they are, and that's the problem. Why is it when someone knows this is going to be broadcast, do they all start saying, "Oh, are you mentioning me? Because we'll sue you." Why? I mean, what have they got to worry about if they haven't done anything wrong?
yeah, right.
Well,
And
they
how do you
always
feel? I have a question, Mama Jo. How do you feel? Basically, we're gonna post this, right? And we're gonna promote it on TikTok. How do you feel about that? Because well, we're gonna be talked about.
I don't care. But people on
that's a good
TikTok,
question, actually,
hold
Mum.
on, can I just
You're
answer
gonna
this
be
because this is really
back.
important?
You're going to be back on the screen again. So the Drama Queen has a good question.
I don't
How do
care.
you feel?
You know why? Every single one of these people, I don't know them. I've never met them. I'm never going to meet them. They're just a face in a box. And I don't care what they say about me because I know who I am. I know who Sam is. I know who you are. And I'm sorry. No, they can
As
do
per
and say
usual,
what
I
they want
start
about me.
crying. As per usual, I start crying because I do feel like it was my responsibility to protect my mom, and I
No,
didn't. You know.
I'm a grown ass woman. I can protect myself.
I know, and I think I learned from my mom to be as strong as humanly possible in this world, and I'm going to continue to show my face, even if it pisses them off. And I know who they are, and we both all do.
I think the good thing is
So,
now for me, TikTok is just somewhere that I scroll to get information. I don't go into people's lives.
and watch
I
box
don't
of
go
dog
searching for
videos.
people.
I go
You
there
watch
too.
videos of box of
You know,
dogs.
I think the only hurtful thing was for me as like the older generation going on there. And like I say, I did it for like Sam, but I did think I'd made genuine friends. And then to find out it was all a load of bullshit.
Fabricated
You just
friendships.
feel like you've
That's what it
wasted your
is.
time.
You do waste your time because
But the
they
thing
just
is, you
they
know,
try
you
and
didn't do.
game.
But the thing is, karma's a bitch. We all know that, and you know, you helped some of them people. So well, karma's
I know,
a bitch.
but
Karma, darling.
I don't know. I seem to think that some of the people that I tried to help, one person in particular, and then I just get blocked and it's all thrown back in my face. So Do you know what? 2 fingers up to you. Sorry.
I
I'll
don't
never,
want to. I
ever,
don't want to
ever,
vape on
I will
camera.
never do that again. I've learned
I
my
do it.
lesson.
I'll vape on camera. Screw it.
Well,
It's okay.
as long as we don't put it on TikTok, you can do anything.
Okay. So
I've learned my lesson that people aren't genuine anymore. And I know I am genuine. And if they want to come after me, they can.
the thing is about my mum, something I inherited that's it's the best quality, but it also will let you down. If you are too loyal to a T, you get yourself really mixed up in
Yeah,
the
because
people that are
you
bullshitting.
overshare. Like I've said before, you overshare. I need to start slapping you in the face.
I know, but the thing is, drama queen, I've always overshared. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I
That's
always
what I'm
have
saying,
done
Mum. That's what I'm
because
saying.
But the thing is, like
I walk into situations and think that people are going to be the same as me, and they're not.
No.
The thing
They're
is, I'm the
not.
same. I'm the same. I used to be the same. I'm still, but not so much. I used to trust people. Like I trusted someone, and then they made the credit card in my name. So
And you know who you are as well, Beach. Also, we can say beach instead of bitch if you feel better saying that.
No, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need those people. I don't need them in my life. And if they talk about me, they can talk about me. I don't care.
So,
well, if like I always say, if they talk about you, it's because you actually mean something to their lives.
So
And the thing is, good or bad, as long as you can
Yeah.
talk good or bad about me, as long as you're talking,
as
I don't
long as you're
care.
talking about me, yeah, 100%.
I know, well,
And
if
I'm
they wanna
sorry, I
keep-
have
if
been
they wa-
interrupting a lot. It's just
if
only
they wanna
because I want to
keep-
get this. Okay, sorry.
If
Pause.
they want to
Zip your
keep
mouth.
my name in their mouths, that's fine. But I don't even think about them. So
But the thing is,
Well,
they
we
should
have
use
to today. We have to today.
before talking about me, they should put bleach in their mouths because well, I like clean places, not dirty places.
Wash your mouth with bleach and soap and Ozempic.
Because I like to be in clean places.
no, I don't think you should use that. That's dangerous.
Well, we'll get to that. So I promised one thing, and it is a story about my vagina story, which is really, really
Oh,
no, it's a
Lord.
PSA. It's a PSA to all girlies out there.
Lord.
So my mom has a vivid memory of this, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start it, and she will end. Okay. So I was about. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was 13. Right.
You were.
Right.
Yeah.
And I told this story on a live with 2 people, and they were laughing at it, and it's fine. It's completely fine. But it's not. We should laugh at it, but it is a thing that happens when you are curious and you are too scared to ask your mum and dad.
I don't think it was the fact that people laughed at it. I think it was the fact that people told you were lying about it.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely not. And I have a friend in Sweden, I won't say her name, but she can testify to it because going through the recovery process of it was quite something. I was going on a vacation for the first time. We were going to Bintan. So it's a boat that goes from Singapore to a little tiny off the island in Indonesia, but it's like tiny off Indonesia.
Yeah, we don't need a geography lesson.
So
just get to the vagina story. That's
before we went on the boat, an hour before, I shaved. But because I was scared, and I was like, oh, I'm going to use my mum's razor. TikTok shop.
Why you say TikTok shop?
Because, okay, but I won't. I shouldn't. It's a habit. And my mum was very, very adamant that, shave your legs. Don't. But, if you have any questions about shaving that area, just let me know. And I didn't ask her because I was scared. But I'm not scared of her. I'm just scared. I was wanting to do it on my own. I was like independent and I don't need her help. Yeah, but I thought that you had to shave inside.
I was going to say something, but I won't.
I thought you had to go inside. And yes. So on the boat, I was feeling really like it was like burning, stinging, but like also like big, like I couldn't walk, like I could feel it blowing up like a balloon. I couldn't walk after we got to the Bintan in the hotel, and I get to the bathroom and I scream and I'm like, Mom, there is something wrong. And she's like, oh, come on, you're being so dramatic. Because yes, of course, I always am. And then she goes, holy shit. Holy shit. She's looking at it. It's like I have grown 2 ball sacks. Right? Purple, blue. My lips had swollen into 2 giant ball sacks. And she goes, Bill, you have to see this. And my dad's like, no, that's my daughter. No, no. And she's like, Sam's grown balls.
You know, all I ever remember is like I looked and thought your insides were falling out. That's how bad it was. And then
Oh my God,
and then all
Sam.
I remember is you saying to Sean, I know
I
what it
remember- so we
feels
had
like
to
to be
leave.
a boy.
Yeah, I said, because remember, we had to get the nurse. She gave me some medication, but we got the next boat out. And before we
Yeah, we
went,
had to get you to a gynecologist ASAP the next morning.
yes, but the next morning we went to breakfast. Though Sean, my brother Sean, was holding my hand, saying, "It's okay, it's okay." He was looking after me because he felt so bad for me. I was like, "Sean, now I know what it feels like to be a man.
Mhm.
How do you do it?" Because I could feel him like bashing together because they were that
You
big.
don't feel them bashing together, babes.
Okay, well I don't know, but
Yeah, well,
my lips.
you would have
My
felt
lips
these
were
ones,
big.
drama queen. They were huge.
So my
Oh.
and my brother was crying at one point in the night because he was like, "Why did you do this, Sam?" And I was like, "Because I wanted to look really nice with a bikini on."
You did. You had 2 ball sacks in there.
People would have been
Yeah.
some men and women would have been really questioning what. I was 13 though, guys, so can't comment too much. But once we got home, I got so like it was my first pap smear. And it was not nice. But, you know, my mom was relentlessly by my side. So was my brother, so was my dad, but my best friend, and she knows who she is. She's from Sweden. I said it before. She was like, "What the fuck did you do that for, you bitch? I can teach you." And I'm like, my mom was going to teach me, but I just wanted to be independent. So, yes, I grew 2 ball sacks when I was 13 because I shaved my vagina from the inside out and cut it. Nice one. That's my vagina story. And Mom, is that true or is that true?
That's very true.
No, you're doing that for clout. We know you're doing that for clout.
Oh yeah, really at 13? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now the story, yeah. Anyway,
So,
any questions, drama queen? I'm gonna shut up now.
no, you pretty explain it all.
No, I mean not about that. Any questions to talk to my mom about? I had
Well,
Ozempic and
would you-
Manjaro
Yeah,
to
we
talk
should
about
ask
with
her.
her.
Oh, yeah, we should ask her. What is your opinion on our last video? We acting like we already posted, okay? Rewind.
Talking about
what
Ozempic and
we
Manjaro.
talked in our first episode. We talked about Ozempic and Manjaro, Mangora, whatever it's called,
Okay.
and about celebrities using it and promoting it. One of them that we actually mention names because celebrities we can mention names. We shouldn't, but well.
One of them,
Meghan
Meghan
Trainor.
Trainor. She uses Manjaro.
You also mentioned Ariana, didn't you?
She did not. She has not. Allegedly, she is using it. Using
Yeah, you
Ozempic.
said that as
Allegedly.
well because I noticed it when I was editing.
It's alleged though, but with
Yeah.
Meghan Trainor, she is using Manjaro, and let me be clear about that. Manjaro is not an Ozempic type of medication. It is a medication for what my mom has, diabetes. So, and she's
What's your
using it, and
opinion?
she looks good. Don't get me wrong, but it kind of goes against all about that base
No,
and
she
everything
looks.
else.
I think the problem with these injections are I am diabetic.
Medications as well, Mum. I think Manjaro
Yeah.
is
And I'm insulin dependent diabetic, so I inject myself twice a day. And the problem is these are diabetic drugs. And I know from past experience from when before I was diagnosed and your sugar levels go too high, you drastically lose weight. That's
But the
the
thing
problem.
is, you can.
Oh wait, sorry, Manjaro is an injection. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
it
know
is.
if this is true, but you can. Mama Jones can actually say someone that doesn't have diabetes. I asked this to some. Does Meghan Trainor has diabetes? She didn't answer to me, but then I done my research. She doesn't. Do you think by someone that doesn't have diabetes using this, do you think it will create diabetes? I know it does.
Yes, I do believe.
It's exactly.
I know
I do
someone.
believe that over time, if you keep taking this injection, you could become diabetic because
I
of
know
what you're
someone.
putting into your body.
Holy
We
shit! Do
actually
you know
talked
how
about
much it
this.
is, guys? Do you know how
Uh,
much it is to go on Manjaro?
It's £350 in the UK
Okay.
a month.
Two people may pay different prices for the same drug depending on their insurance situation. The list price of Manjaro is $1,000 per refill.
Oh my fucking
Okay, yeah,
god.
so you're talking dollars in America.
Yeah. So like
US
I was
dollars,
saying,
sorry, yes.
I know someone or their friend clown here. We cannot say names though. Or their friend clown here used to be very fat. So he started using
Or say
them.
overweight. Say overweight.
Whatever way. Sorry, people.
Just be
Some
careful. Trigger
no, it's
warning.
because. But the thing is, you know, sometimes my words don't come out.
I know. I'm looking
So
after you because I know you don't mean it in that way.
overweight and the
Perfect, thank you.
clown started using them medication, and now the clown has an emergency diabetes appointment this month because they think they now have diabetes. And you know what I said? Karma's a bitch, clown.
Karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch, and see that's the problem. I don't think it's. Okay. I don't think it's fair though. I don't think it's fair though for the people who have tried to lose weight their entire life. Me being one of them, where I felt like I was in someone else's body, and that's my own
but the thing is,
disorder.
Sam,
But
I
why
know
do
there's
this?
disorder.
Why promote
Well,
it? Because the side effects are
and it's not
so.
only that, Sam. I know there's people that fight their entire life to lose weight and they can't. Health problem wise, like me, I get weight and then I lose weight like that because of my medications. I know, but the thing is, you should like, it doesn't matter if you're overweight, if you're too skinny. You should be happy how you are, and you shouldn't change for anyone.
Thank you.
Or anything. And
That's
the thing
exactly
is,
what I was going to say.
also is, if you want to lose weight or gain weight, please go to a doctor, someone that actually is studied for that. Don't just follow celebrities
I
on the
don't think
internet.
it's not that
I
though.
have to say, I
This,
love what Drama
I
Queen just
think,
said though, Mum.
but
I love what Drama Queen just said though, because it's not about taking the quick fix. It's also just about loving yourself. Because honestly,
And if you want to lose weight, but because of health wise or just because you don't feel
just because you just
safe in
want to
your body,
feel better in
go to a
yourself.
doctor, like someone that actually studied to be a doctor. Don't just follow what celebrities say online or order from Amazon or AliExpress because
the thing is, it's the long-term effect.
But it's
That's
also,
the problem.
Mom, you know,
and it's also if you take
Mom
it
and
once,
I have struggled.
if you then stop using it, you gain double the weight than you lost.
No, you will. You'll get it all back because it's doing something false to
These are not
your
even
body.
quick fixes. And Mum and I we'll touch on a night and not a nice. Oh my God, no, not a nice topic. But my mum suffered from anorexia, and so did I. And she saw me turn into something that is psychological. It's something that you can't see yourself going through the disease. And so when these things pop up, now that I'm in recovery and I'm always sponsored by McDonald's because I've got nice tits now, and a jiggly bum, it is just not fair for me to have all of these advertisements for weight loss stuff on the TV in America.
It's not just that though. It's when
Celebrities boasting about it. And I call my mom and I'm like, whoa, like I've done so much work to get this nice chubby little body from what I was in hospital, and now what am I meant to do? Go back to skinny mini again? I don't know.
But the thing is,
what you've
got to realize is, as
dangerous.
a person who is a diabetic who injects themselves twice a day to survive and live, these people are injecting themselves with stuff that could bring on diabetes, and you don't want to be a diabetic. You don't want to be an insulin-dependent diabetic, but they're doing it to themselves. It took me 2 years and I lost 7 stone. You can do it.
I know.
I have a question for you, Manjan, because you are, like I said, diabetic and use medication. Do you feel like since this trend, I'm calling it a trend because it's basically a trend,
Mm.
this shit trend happened, do you feel like it's even harder for you to get some of the medication you need?
Yeah, totally.
I hadn't thought about it like that.
Yeah, because it's out of stock. Like my medication, there's people using my medication,
Oh,
ADHD
I know.
medication, for you
Yeah.
know what?
Mm.
For drug addiction.
So
Yeah.
people,
And then, do you know, it took me 6 months to get medication because it's out of stock.
it's
Yeah,
out of
that's the
stock, and
problem,
it's
though.
out of
A
stock
lot of
worldwide now.
That's the
Here as
problem.
well.
Yeah, a lot of medication now in the UK that is needed cannot be sought after.
It's being abused.
And the
It
thing
is
is,
totally being
for
abused.
example,
Yeah.
my medication, ADHD medication, together with my anxiety medication, it makes you lose weight.
It does, and it also is
No, but the
a
thing is, it doesn't.
substitute for this though too, drama queen.
Yeah,
When
it's not
you
only you lose weight. Like I, for example, it's not losing weight.
recreational.
You basically don't eat all day because you lose appetite. Like I take
Mhm.
breakfast and then at lunch I don't eat.
You forget easily because your appetite
No, not
is
forgetting.
suppressed.
I try to eat and I throw up because I
Yeah,
feel
okay.
full.
Oh.
So then
Really? Is that what happens?
to me, yeah, it depends on people. And for example, then at 6 o'clock, I start getting very hungry. Basically, you have like, so what the medication makes is you have like 12 hours without eating, and then you eat the other 12 hours. So it's basically making a diet.
Shit, I did not.
And
I
I
didn't know
lose and
that.
gain weight like this because of
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
With my
But you've got
antidepressants,
to think about it, though. These people that are doing the Manjaro and all that, as soon as they come off that, they will just gain the weight back.
it will.
But
And
the
It
thing is,
will
it's
happen.
they're gonna gain it
it's so
double.
dangerous to be on
But
it long term anyway.
if you
It's going to
take
affect everything in your
if you
body.
take a drug away from a drug addict, what happens? You know? So in my personal opinion, I couldn't live without Lexapro. I couldn't. You know, and that's an antidepressant for those of you who don't know. And that is something that I think chemically I have a chemical imbalance, and I probably was I just don't know. I don't know. Hopefully maybe there will come a day where I'll be okay without it, but for now I'm not. And so thankfully that's not being abused. However, drugs for ADHD medication are being used as a substitute to like snow that falls because it's a booster. That's wrong. It's wrong for the
And
people who are
it's not.
suffering, and
And the
it's
thing
wrong
is,
for people to
they
be
also
having a medically diagnosed issue like such as diabetes,
it's
and
not only
people are
that they
going,
also
"Oh,
use.
let me lose weight. Oh my god."
And the thing is, not only that, they're also using it to stop drug addicts from using drugs. So basically, they use the ADHD medication as like a
Substitute
plug to unplug. You know, they go
like
from
a
they go
to
from like
wean
a
them
big.
off, to wean
They
them
go
off.
like
Yeah,
from a big dose to a small dose,
smaller
and then
dose. Yeah.
stop.
It's
But
just
yeah,
wrong, and I think we've done I think we put the world to rights, guys, with our the world to rights. What was the
whatever,
phrase?
Sam. Just move on.
Yeah.
But we did. No, that was a good conversation. Honestly, I think we all have the same
Yes,
outlook. The
Mama
other
John, do you
one.
wanna? We need to let your mom talk more because if not,
Mm,
people are gonna say we keep talking over her.
well,
No, no, you're
I would
fine.
like to ask my mum one question for sure. Um, talking about more things from our past. Is there anything you want to put a message out there to people when it comes to this podcast? We talk candidly about the issues of what people do
Yeah,
to others, and
like I do. I talked about someone trying to kill me to help people saying you don't have to stay in that situation. You need to fight it back. And I use social media and now I'm getting threats from my through my ring. Something that allegedly happened to me this week. I'm getting threats
it's
from
all
my
alleged in it. But
ring
I want
doorbell.
look at how many people Drama Queen has helped, and I hope also
That's yeah.
my
But that's the
story will
thing,
be
though.
coming soon. But I want everyone to know that my mum is a tough motherfucking bitch, and she has a story to tell of her own in any way that, or many stories, but she can help people, and that's what this podcast is about, right? So if you want to share anything
But
that's important to you,
I
please
think
do.
that's my thing with TikTok, though. When I was going through an abusive marriage and going through what I went through, there was no platforms like this. There was no one there to talk to or confide in. I was on my own. And I think the problem now is what I've said to you before. TikTok should be somewhere you can go, make friends, get a support network. But unfortunately, there's
It used to be. It used to be.
It used to be, yeah, it did.
Could I
But
ask
even,
briefly,
I mean,
Mum?
back when I was
When
your age, there
you
was
said
nothing.
abusive marriage, I just don't want you to skip over that or we miss anything. Do you want to say what age you were exactly? Because you're not in one now, because it's my dad. So do
Yeah,
you want to
obviously.
clarify? Just want to clarify
Yeah, let's
that. Just real
clarify
quick.
that before Bill gets some attack on him.
Yeah,
no.
just in case.
No. I married Bill when I was 23. I was in an abusive marriage when I was 18, 19.
Oh my God.
Okay, thank you.
And if you don't want to talk about this, just let me know. What is your advice to anyone that might be listening to this, watching this, that is in an abusive relationship or marriage or whatever?
Get out. I didn't have anywhere to go. My parents sort of abandoned me when I got married because they knew it was wrong. They knew something would happen, but I was young and naive and listened to myself and no one else. And I stayed there until I got into a safe house. But I shouldn't have stayed. And I know it's easier said than done, but just keep looking at yourself in the mirror and saying you're better than this and you need to go. And I know that's so hard because every time I tried to leave, he would threaten to kill me or do something. But at the same time, I learned a lot of lessons growing up in a marriage like that. I grew stronger but no, just talk to someone.
If you
Don't
don't
keep
mind me
it.
saying, Mummy didn't just threaten to kill you, though. There was a lot going on physically,
Oh no.
and you don't need to talk
Yeah,
about that. I just want to make sure that it
no.
wasn't verbal threats, because so it doesn't
Oh
have to
no,
be just
I
verbal
was
threats.
put in hospital over 25 times by him. So, and even the hospital knew what was going on, but you still deny it because you're ashamed. And part of me was like, oh, why am I still here? But I was still there because I had nowhere to go, But look at me now.
Yeah. So before we move on, sorry interrupting. So for anyone that's listening or watching, and you're going through something like this or anything else, we'll be leaving in the description some links and numbers you can call and get
100%.
out, because you shouldn't be suffering while you're suffering.
No, you shouldn't. No one deserves to be treated in that way. No
We'll
one
make
deserves
sure
it at
that
all. You need
And there's ways. Nowadays, there's ways you can also ask for help. You can call.
But the thing is now as well, Drama Queen, there's so many different platforms now than it
just
was.
look at my mum as well. Sorry, I had to interrupt her so before I forget because I'm going to cry. Just look at my mum. She's a survivor and she's talking about it. And
the thing is,
she's the
and there's ways
strongest
you can
woman.
call.
But that's
She's
that.
there.
I
It's
think that's
proof.
why
She is
I
proof
think
that you
that's.
can get out of a situation that's bad.
But I also
Thank you for
think
talking
that's
about that, Mum.
I think that's why I feel the way I feel about the bullying and the nastiness that comes
It's
across on TikTok.
you never know what's going to
because
happen to someone behind the scenes or happening.
Verbal abuse and bullying is just as bad as physical.
I suffered bullying for 6 years, so I know what that is.
Yeah. So
call
and it
9
still is hurtful and it still damages you.
I'm very
and
proud
it never
of you, Mum.
leaves you.
I'm very proud of you for talking about that. I didn't think that you would actually be able to, but thank you for talking about that.
No,
and you can also call 999 or 911 if you're American. And if you ask for a pizza, they'll know.
Yeah. No,
what
yeah,
you're
that's
talking
the big
about.
one now, isn't
And
it?
the other thing is, if you just there's a quick I can link everything below. There's certain things that I worked with within the industry that I actually have I have a diploma in special education, and I've heard things from parents and people who have workers and things that happen not just to marital issues. It's like workers that are abusing
mental health as well. Like
I have some links for in the States, but
that's
I
what
think
I'm talking about.
there's a universal online platform that gives a direct hotline to every different country, so I will have that linked for
But do you not
everyone.
understand as well what I'm saying about TikTok, this platform? And I'm not saying everyone, but there is a huge percentage of people on TikTok that suffer with mental health, suffer with stuff like this. And then people come along and they
Make
don't
fun of them.
support you. They just
And they
make you
don't
feel
know.
worse.
And
And
they
the
don't
thing
know,
is,
but they don't
something
know
else I was
what's
gonna
going
say.
on with that
Yeah, they
person's
don't.
life.
It's like I say, don't judge a book by its cover. And it's also like
No.
I started using TikTok as a safe place to be more open with myself, and
Same.
it was quite alright. But then people like there's people saying, "Oh my god, I do mental health awareness," but then you don't. The
don't.
same people that the same people that say that are the same people
Bully.
bullying you.
Yeah,
Bully.
exactly.
The
I
same
know.
people
This
who
is the problem.
John McQueen just said it perfectly. The same
Yeah.
people who think that they can connect with you or tell you or bribe, like it is a bribe almost
But
to
the thing is,
bribe you into
that's
opening
the
up. They stab you in the back when they're saying that they are they want to help you people with their mental health issues. That's the number one reason
But
why
they're
both
not.
of us
But the
came
thing
on,
is, they're not.
and they don't do that.
If you come off the TikTok platform and start messaging people with abuse and nasty remarks
Or
and
recording them behind
or
their back.
yeah,
recording in like you in private call and they
Or
record you and then
even
yeah,
get them
use
to
that
think
for
that you have a safe place with them, and then all of a sudden, once it's all public on a live, they go against you and actually expose you for things
but
that you
there's
said
something I like on
privately.
TikTok.
Even if there is exposing, when I say expose, in my personal in my experience, it was actually, I thought that I was in a safe place to ask for help with someone to support me, and they stabbed me in the back and said that I was the one that was being the person to push and say, you need to do this for me. And it hurt so much because I actually had the balls for once to stand up to my bullies,
Yeah.
and someone stabbed me in the back.
And you know something I like on TikTok? It's like it's a very small thing, but I find it quite like there's a lot of hate comments on live and all that, but then there's a few accounts that come in and say, just say to remind you you're worth it. Have you seen them accounts?
Yes. Oh my god, I know the guy. He goes live every so often. He comes in every single time I'm live.
Don't say names.
You're loved. Just a daily reminder that you're loved.
Or they reminded you
Well, no,
worth
I
it.
don't know the
Okay.
name of the person, but it's just daily reminder you're loved.
Or there's a lot of them, like them small things, but then we can also talk about influence and celebrities. We say it's an easy job what they have. But
It's
have
not.
you seen how much hate they go through?
Yeah.
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 Like you have to have a big mental stability to be able to take all of that. Because
There's
nowadays
only I think the thing is that there's only so much one person can take. And if it's one person against you, okay. But when it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people,
Like, it becomes
some say she can back me up. 2 months ago I did a live to explain one of my videos. We had nearly 1,000 people watching.
yeah.
And I'm not famous. And how many accounts did you block? You block, and then my best friend blocked as well. How many?
I can't count. There was too many, and I
And
was
I'm not
overwhelmed
famous.
because no
We
one
block.
was. As soon as he messaged me, I was doing something at the time, but then I was like, no, I need to go in because no one was. I think one of his friends was helping, yes, for sure, but I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is
because
going
my best
on?
friend,
He
my
was
best
being
friend,
bombarded with
yeah, my best
abuse.
friend was like, "Can you get someone else here?" Because she said she had to go put her little sister to bed. She was like, "I have to go do something. I'll be back." And I was like, "I'll text Sam."
I was
So
in shock.
there was 3 people, me and them 2, and all together with comments in the videos and comments on the live. We
And I'm
blocked
glad I
around.
came in because it was disgusting.
We blocked around 350 people.
Oh, was it that many? And I'd never done it before, just for clarification. So I was
what
like,
for just coming in to say nasty things.
yeah.
And there was
Oh,
people
I'm
putting
not going to say the things because they were
Hold
just
on.
disgusting.
and there was people putting my home address in there as well. And then because we blocked them from my account, they started messaging Sam.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
But it was funny
why?
because I was like, I'm so proud that I was able to fight back for someone because honestly, that's all you can ever do. That's all I
I
want to
just
do
think
for
these
anyone that I
people,
love. And
But I
John
think
McQueen
it's
was like,
dangerous. Like
he was
the
drowning in the comments. And I was like,
the thing is
please
though,
stop. He just said
I
he
think
wasn't going to talk about that. So stop.
these people must have very sad lives,
And the
that
thing is,
they've got
They do.
nothing better to
Right.
do than to hurt someone in that
the
way.
thing is, I wasn't affected by any of it. What was affecting me, and some knows this, and most people know this, because I didn't make a video, I had to make a video about it, is people putting we had nearly 1,000 people watching, and there was people putting my address
That's terrible.
on the comments. And the thing is, I was at home alone at the time
But
with
that's
my sister.
dangerous. That's so dangerous.
I was home alone with my sister at that time. We had to lock windows, just like no one came to the door. But imagine if they did. We had to take precaution. We
Yeah.
had we had to like we had the camera like charged and plugged, and we had to like take measures. We had everything, like even the small
You had to
things,
take
like
precautions, yeah.
like my studio, because it's like a small place. We normally leave it's in a garden, so
A
we
window
normally leave
open.
the window because of the moist and all that. We had to lock that and then clean the next day.
I
We had
remember the
everything
phone
locked.
call.
We like normally, I don't know if you do this, Mama Jones, but I do. Like after shower, open a bit of the window.
Yeah.
To let the steam
Yeah.
out.
To let the
We
steam
had
out.
we had a shower. I had a shower. My sister had a shower, and we normally open it after. We had to close that window as well, just in case. Like we don't know what could happen. Because I've seen stories of people with even smaller followers than me getting attacked, things falling at their windows. We had the curtains.
The egging, yeah.
We had the curtains closed for a week.
I think Drama Queen, that's exactly why, the reason why, because after, when this happened with Drama Queen,
How did they find my address?
and I
That's the
had
question.
to, exactly, my question is the same,
I'm super
and that's
careful
what
with stuff.
my mum can verify this. I was getting death threats in in every platform you could imagine, way before this happened to Drama Queen, which is the reason why I jumped in. Not just the reason why.
I had to put my Instagram private. I had to turn off
I
my
did
comments.
too. Oh, I went. It was around the time that Trump banned TikTok, so it was a blessing almost. But I got so many. I got one, and I got. I won't say specifically because that's it's a bit disgusting. But I got so many. They knew my address, everything, all because there was a group of people just hosting a box of shit, like just shitting all over me and my mother and
didn't see them
exposing
live.
things. No, I know you didn't, but a lovely friend of ours that you adore, and so does Mum. She helped and record some of it so I could see what was going on. And everyone that was actually participating at the beginning said that they had my back, but they clearly didn't, because prior to all of that, they were all okay with me just getting slam dunked, and I was getting death threats out the ear holes with my address linked to it. So
But
I
the
was not
thing
going to
is-
let Drama Queen go through the fucking same shit. I was
The
not.
thing is, I only have one question. How do people find the address? Like, I never gave my address to anyone. And I
don't
never
know.
post anything where, like, I once, when I was like, this is a new address, so that haven't happened yet.
Hacking.
I once
Queen.
I once posted a video, and they actually had my old address in, and there was someone texting me, my good friend, Drama, you have your address on TikTok. I was like, what? She's like, no one's watched it. Go take it. But the thing, it was all my old address. So if people attack that address, I don't care.
Okay.
They could burn the house down because I hate the landlord.
But were they saying the old address on the?
No,
TikTok?
they were saying the new one where I was at the time. I had just moved
They
in.
look up the AP address or whatever it's called, and they hack out. Telling you, Drama Queen, it's scary.
Like, how did they find? Like, that's supposed to be safe.
Snapchat. Do you have your location on there sometimes?
It's off.
There you go. But it's
off.
weird how
I don't
people
use it.
can do this.
Like,
well,
no one, not even any close friend knows my address, because they do, like, because I'm the one that always goes to their house, so I don't give my address to anyone. The only person that knows my address is Amazon Prime, because I get deliveries every day. And TikTok Shop.
Okay, so I'm not trying to switch gears. I want to thank you for talking about that, Drama Queen, because that's so fucking important. And anyone who tries to do that to any three of us, you will get met with a wall of sorrow. Wall of sorrow? But I need Drama Queen to finish the spell from last episode.
Right, that's what I was saying. Sam, do you know what time it is?
Oh yeah,
it's time
I need to hear the spell.
do some voodoo.
This is the clown spell, so it's Paige. 2. If you
This is
want
how
to
we're going
watch,
to end. Before we do, though, thank you, Mum, for coming on.
and if
You're
you want
welcome.
to
I think this was fucking amazing. So let's end on a high note with the
we're
spell.
not done yet.
Oh,
All right, shut up, Sam.
Shut up. So this is part 2. So if you want to hear or watch part 1, go to our first ever podcast episode. And before I get on to this, remember, we have the links on the description where you can send your allegedly messages. Get them coming before we're going to start sharing.
We need them. And
Before
also,
we're going to start reading yours on the second episode and the hate comments, where are they? Come
where
on.
are the hate comments?
We need content.
And
Yeah,
for
we
those
need
hate
some. We
comments
need
that
some hate, guys.
as soon as we get those hate comments, we're going to have links in the description to help us with our mental health and help you. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. So, should we go? So let's click.
Go.
Clicking translate now.
Thank you.
What are you saying? Bye. Stay here.
Don't say
We're not
bye. You need
done.
to
I'm
listen.
going.
You need to listen. No, you need to listen to the spell.
We're not
Oh, okay,
done.
sorry. Go on.
So, part 2. Have you done all your... Yeah, she needs to do this first.
Okay, go.
Okay. Where's the translation? Yeah. You won't give a stone, and evil doesn't sound like that. Say hey, the 70 me of the person who wants to tame the Corrigan, whatever that is. You won't even be able to rest until you come to be. With me already with 2. I see you with 5. I rest with you. The sour guy drink you, the heart breaks you. Here already and already now. Say mild and humble for me, as it was, praying and humble Jesus Christ. At the feast of his enemies, in the Veracruz tree, say hey, the name of the person who wants to tame the heart. You or by, whatever that is, the living God between the chalice and the consecrated host, and the cross on which Jesus died, that you will be mild, meek and humble, and you come to me already in love with me, and you not be able to have peace. Say hey, the name of the person who wants to tame the heart. For the free maidens, free priests of good life, for the 11 Virgin Marys and the 12 apostles, and for that prayer that Jesus Christ prayed in the garden when he said, "My Father do with it is pleased that this chalice and drink to save the world, the soul, the flesh, and do it like this. Saint Mark, bring, say hey the name of the person who gave to tame the heart. To my feet like this. First, so that it looks like the way I want. Second, so you don't care about anyone else." That's it for today. That's the reading for today.
That's weird and
This
Perfect.
is page. And the last
Mom,
page.
it's what Drama Queen has had
Yeah, I
his
know.
witness of something terrible.
Yeah.
And don't forget, people, the last
Sorry. It's a bad spell,
page.
basically. Don't do it, you fuckers.
The thing is, it doesn't sound good because I thought Google translated
It's
it.
disgusting. You're fucking putting a spell on someone statistically. It's fucking disgusting.
And don't forget the third page will be read on the third episode.
And we're gonna have this is going to be released obviously after the first episode. We're actually not even released. We haven't even released at this point.
No,
While
I
we're
can't
recording
wait
the
to see
first
the
episode.
first episode.
You know what? This
Because,
is how
well,
amazing we are. We
have
our
to
shit
work-
together.
Shut up, Sam.
Ah,
So the thing is,
Well
we
said.
still need. There's anything else we want to talk about because with all the editor, this video is going to be like 40 minutes.
well, we're at 54 minutes right now.
No, I think my mum's going to go have some dinner.
I need to go and get some food.
So this was the second episode of your favorite new weekly podcast, allegedly.
Allegedly.
That happened.
Well, thank
And-
you for letting me come on.
We're not that way.
We're not done. Wait.
And we are very grateful for this week's guest, our first ever guest.
Mama Joe.
And the thing is,
my
we always-
mother.
And the thing is, we have to say this. We always said we're not gonna have guests, but then we were like, the queen of TikTok drama has to be here as well. So
Oh, she does.
we want to say thank you for being here, and people don't forget we will be here.
Thank you for inviting me.
We'll be here every Sunday with the tea, the gossip, and the drama.
And before we do something, before we end, sorry, I do want to say that the episode 3 is going to be a banger. So we're going to love you and
Leave ya!